I wanted to create a reference chart for my Micron pens, and what I ended up with was this nice picture of cascading leaves that helps me identify the right pen for the right job without having to guess anymore. So I started out by drawing a whole bunch of leaves cascading down from the top of the page, and in this case I'm using my 04 Micron pen to do the outlines to get us started. I received this pen set not that long ago, and I had found myself just guessing which pen was the right pen to use for the job. And I really wanted something to look at so I could make an intentional decision when I was working on a project rather than just picking the lightest one or the heaviest one or just grabbing one from the middle. So this is going to be really helpful for that. I got a little bit out of order in the beginning. What you're seeing me do here is the 005, and now I'm getting started with the 003, which is the finest pen that I have. And it's actually one of my favorites. I really like using it to fill in areas. I feel like you can really see the motion from the lines more with the finer pens. I've included a link in the description below just in case you'd like to get a pen set like this for yourself. And now we're moving to the 01 pen. We're going to get heavier as we go down the page. And it's interesting to me because way up at the top with the fine line pens, you can really see the outline of the leaves. And because I picked one in the middle, the 04, to draw the outline of the leaves, you'll see as we work our way down the page that the outline of the leaves starts getting a little bit more lost. Now we're on to our 02 pen. Do you have any interesting ways that you organize your art supplies? Leave me a comment and let me know. And I'll say that using the super fine pens, the lines can be a little more sketchy. The heavier I got, the more I felt like I had to be really careful on the spacing and draw really strong, solid lines instead of just being a little more sketchy with it. Now here we are, we're working with the 03 here. See the lines between the leaves are becoming a little less apparent. Hopefully the motion of the lines within the leaves still helps you be able to pick them out. Now we're working on 04, which is the same pen as I used for the outline of the leaves, and now we're working with our 05 pen. I'd love it if you'd subscribe to my channel. I put a new art process video out every Wednesday, and it'd be great to see you again. Our heaviest pen that we're going to use today is the 08, and you can see that it makes really strong, bold lines. And after we finish putting our lines on these leaves, we're going to go back. I have one more that's a number 1. It has a different tip on it that we're going to use to add some definition between the leaves, just so you can really see them. It's kind of busy without that. So now we're going to add a little bit of definition to the leaf outlines with the number 1, trying to make the lines a little bit heavier on the right side, maybe to see a little bit of shadow there. I don't know if it really reads that way. And then I like the idea of adding some color in the background. So we're going with this very light green. I'm using my Winsor & Newton Cotter watercolor set. I think that's mostly a sap green with a lot of white mixed in to keep the color really light. One thing I didn't think about is I was using drawing paper instead of watercolor paper, so I had to be really careful not to overdo it. So here you go. Listen, I'd love to hear if you have a way to organize your pens. Leave me a comment and let me know. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope to see you again next Wednesday for a new art process video.